Hello there. For our ready question today, the first question is describe surfing the edges. So what does it mean to surf the edges? You're going to find that on page 95. And then also describe pranayama. You'll find that on page 99. So what is surfing the edges, or how do you do that? And then what is pranayama and how do you do that? All right, we're going to begin in our seated posture today. Sit nice and tall. Lengthen your spine. Remember, if you're having a hard time lengthening your spine, put your feet on the floor, roll their shoulders back and down. You can also sit on something like a blanket. So however you are, just roll their shoulders back and down, nice long spine, and check in with how you're feeling today. Notice what you hear. Notice what you smell. Notice what you see with your eyes open or closed. Notice the taste in your mouth. And notice your breath. Let's begin to manipulate our breath, pranayama. Inhale here. Holding your breath as long as you can. And when you're ready, inviting Ujjayi breath if you choose to by gently contracting the back of the throat, slowly releasing the breath. It becomes audible through the nostrils. Into your exhale, hold. A couple more big deep breaths like that. We need to take time to rest, to reflect, and to contemplate. We need to take time to rest, to reflect, and to contemplate. Please take a minute to set your intention for your practice today. It can be a word or an image or a dedication in your mind. Inhale here. As you exhale, think of your intention and draw your chin toward your chest. Inhale, chin to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin to sky. Finish with your chin toward your chest. Inhale, quarter circle to the right. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, quarter circle to the left. Exhale, chin to chest. Bring your head back to the midline. Begin some shoulder rolls here, a couple in each direction. Reverse when you're ready. We're going to invite a cleansing breath. So inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, quick and loud release. One more time. Inhale, shoulders lift and rise. Exhale, quick release. Good. All right, you guys. Coming into your quadruped position. Cupcake fingers are fine. Wrists or fists are fine. Second round cat stretch. Inhale through to your cow. I'll do that one more time. And then tuck your toes, stick your booties in the sky, and walk your dog today. Notice how you're feeling. Checking in, modifying if you need to. Elbows are always welcome. Bringing that to stillness. Inhale, right leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, shift to plank, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift. Remember, you can modify. Elbows and knees are always welcome. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, shift to plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift. And one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Cross the midline, or right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift. Inhale, lengthen. Bring your right knee into your nose in the plank position. You can either hold this position, or you can put the pinky side of your foot on the floor, crossing the midline. You're going to feel a stretch in the outside of your hip. You can stay here, or you can lift your left hand in the air. This is called fallen triangle. One more big deep breath. Coming back to the midline, shifting back to your down dog. And left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift. Two more times. Take your time, go slow. Check in with your intentions today. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift elbow to knee. 2 more times on the left side. And then 3 times crossing the midline. Take your time. Listen to your body. Check in with your breath. Check in with your intentions. Inhale, lengthen. Shift knee to nose. Either stay here or place the pinky side of your foot on the floor. Either stay here or lift your right hand in the air. Fallen triangle. One more big deep breath. Come back to the midline. Shift back to your down dog. Shift your body to your plank position. Inhale to exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 more times, flow that through. Inhale, plank. These could be down here, folks. Elbows in on your chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And last time here, shift. Elbows in. Keep your head in line with your spine. Chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look up between your hands, step hop or walk to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, heart center, Tadasana. We're going to move into our chair pose and revolve chair pose. So if you have back issues, please don't revolve, just stay in your chair. What I'm seeing in a revolve chair, let's see, how can you guys best see me? When we're doing the revolve part, I'm seeing some people are stretching a knee, okay? So you want to have both knees the same level of flexion in your revolve chair if you decide to revolve. Inhale here. As you exhale, come into your chair pose. I'll face you this time. Knees are underneath ASIS. We're not out here, okay? Underneath ASIS. Roll those shoulders back and down. Please make sure your back is flat. I'm still seeing some rounded spines. Flatten your back in your chair pose. If your back feels healthy, twist. Place your elbow on the outside of your knee. Keep both knees the same amount of bent. Don't stretch one knee. Okay, both knees are the same amount of flexion. Hands by your armpit now. Press them towards the middle of your chest. Press your shoulders down away from your ears and your elbows out to the side. 2 more big deep breaths. And come back to the midline. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your 1. If your back feels healthy, twist. Otherwise, just hold your chair. Up on the outside of your knee. Keep your knees both bent. Don't stretch one knee. Both knees the same level of flexion. Okay? Hands towards the middle of your chest. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Both knees are bent. Same level of flexion. 2 more big deep breaths. Shoulders away from ears. 1 more big deep breath. And come back to the midline. Pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your 1. Sink deeper and stretch it out. Inhale, hands to sky. Sun salutation. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step it back to your version of plank. Knees can be up or down. You can also extend a leg. Elbows squeeze in by your side, chaturanga. Watch your head alignment. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look up between your hands, step hop or walk to your half lift. Just gentle here with your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse one. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, heart center, Tadasana. One more time, sun salutation. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step it back to your version of plank. Extend the opposite leg if you had a leg lifted. Keep your head in line with your body. On the way down, squeeze your elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look up, return your hands, step up or walk to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And reverse swan. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, heart center. Tadasana. Slide your right foot back, warrior two. Pay attention to your hips today. I'm seeing a little bit of sassy hips in your warrior twos. Press your outside hip under. So both hips should be right underneath your shoulders. If you want to go deeper in your warrior two, you're welcome to do that. Take your back foot further away from you. We want to keep this front knee at 90 degrees of flexion. Make sure those ASIS are opening up to the side wall. Some folks are keeping their ASIS forward. As you do this, keep this knee in line with the middle of your foot. Roll those shoulders back and down. And breathe. Two more big deep breaths. Last big deep breath. If your back feels healthy, drop your back hand. You can either hang out here, not pushing on your knee, or you can wrap it. Keep those shoulders over your hips. Extended warrior. Shoulders away from ears. Otherwise, stay in warrior two if your back's bugging you today. Two more big deep breaths. Last big deep breath. Back to your warrior two. Extended side angle. Hover if you want to. Elbows are fine. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Open up your heart. Keep those shoulders down. Two more big deep breaths. Last big deep breath. Come back to your warrior two. Either stay here or place your front hand on the floor and lift off to your half moon. Open up your hips. Open up your shoulders. Use the wall if you need to. An open position. One more big deep breath. Bend the front knee. Come back to your warrior two. Take your back hand towards your front hand. Windmill your arms to your low lunge. Breathe. In your low lunge, some of us are having a hard time straightening our back. So if you're having a hard time, or if you have a lot of tissue up here, bend your back knee, modify, and really lengthen your spine. This is just a fine position for low lunge. So modify if you need to. What I'm looking for is your spine. We never want a rounded spine. Lengthen your spine. One more big deep breath in your low lunge. Watch your knee. Make sure it's only 90 degrees of flexion. And inhale, high lunge. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and hover. Breathe. Good. Straighten your back knee as much as you can. If your back's bugging you, stay here. Otherwise, twist. Take your elbow on the outside of your knee. Press your shoulders away from your ears, just like in the revolved chair. Hands towards your heart, or you can make a diagonal. Revolved extended side angle. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. One more big deep breath. Stretch your back leg. Get your heel towards the floor as much as it can. Come back to the midline. And low lunge plank. Right side plank. Modify if you need to. Elbows and knees are welcome. You know how to make it harder at this point. Listen to your body. One more breath. And lower down. Plank at the midline. Left side plank. One more big deep breath. Good, lower down. Plank at the midline. Slow chaturanga. Take your time. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look up between your hands, step up or walk to your half lift. Flatten your back. Bend your knees if you need to, but flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan. Flatten your back. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, heart center. Tadasana. Step your left foot back, warrior two. If you want to go deeper, take your back foot farther. Keep this knee at 90 degrees of flexion. Watch your sassy hip. Get this hip underneath you, as well as your tailbone. And then get this knee in line with the middle of your foot. Roll the shoulders back and down and breathe. 2 more big deep breaths. Last big deep breath. If your back's bugging you, stay here. Otherwise, extended warrior. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your sassy hip underneath you. 2 more big deep breaths. Last big deep breath. Coming back to your warrior two. Extended side angle. Hover. Elbows are fine. Mudras with hands are great. Press your shoulders down. 2 more big deep breaths. Last big deep breath. Come back to your warrior two. Either stay here or press your front hand on the floor and lift off. Half moon. Open up your hips, open up your shoulders. Try to stack them. 1 more big deep breath. Bend your front knee. Step it back to warrior two. Take your back hand toward your front windmill to your low lunge. Keep this knee at 90 degrees of flexion. We don't want any closer to your body than that. Flatten your back. If you're having a hard time flattening, bend that knee. Flatten your back. Okay, flatten that back. 1 more big deep breath. Make sure this knee is going right over the middle of your foot. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more times. On your last one, hold your hover. And breathe. Stretch your back knee. Drop it to the floor if you need to modify. If your back feels healthy, twist. Otherwise, stay neutral. Elbow on the outside of your knee. Hands towards your heart, just like we do in a revolved chair. You can stay here or you can make a diagonal with your upper body, as long as your shoulder is out of your ear. Okay, 2 more big deep breaths. Revolved, extended side angle. Last big deep breath. Come back to the midline. Hands to the floor, plank. Left side plank. One more breath. Lower down. Right side blink. One more breath. Lower down. Plank at the midline. Slow chaturanga. Go slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Watch your head. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look up between your hands, step up or walk to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And reverse swan. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, heart center. Tadasana. All right, you guys, we're going to do moon salutation. So you're going to step your feet really wide away from each other, toes face forward. Tuck the pelvis underneath you. Inhale, high moon, arms up to a high position. Exhale, swan dive, low moon. Reverse swan. Warrior two. Tuck your sassy hip. Point your toes forward again. Other side, warrior two. Toes forward. Inhale, high moon. Exhale, swan dive, low moon. Reverse swan. Let's do extended side angle. Elbows are fine here. Come on up. Toes forward. Other side, extended side angle. Come on up. Toes forward. Inhale, high moon. Exhale, swan dive, low moon. Reverse swan. Stick out your hip, your sassy hip, and triangle. Come on up. Toes forward. Other side. Sassy hip. Reach as far as you can, and then release to triangle. Come on up. Toes forward. Inhale, high moon. Exhale, swan dive, low moon. We're going to stay here in our low moon. I'm going to turn so you can see what's going on. So my toes are pointing forward. My body's hanging out in a forward fold. If you would like to, you can grab your ankles and pull your body. You can grab your big toe and pull. You can have your hands on the floor and pull. We're going to hang out in a wide leg, forward fold position. Two more big deep breaths, pull more. And last deep breath, pull more. Walk your hands up into a half lift position. We're going to leave the right hand on the floor. Lift our left hand in the sky. Keep your back flat. Wide leg revolved. Shoulders away from your ears. Reach up higher. And release to the midline. Keep your half lift position. Switch sides. Shoulders away from your ears. None of this. Shoulders away from your ears. Reach up, look up, flat backs. If you need to, you can bend your knees slightly. Reach up higher. And come back to the midline. Hands on your hips. Slowly stand up and heel it, toe it. Back to the midline. All right, you guys. Standing balance today. We're going to work on standing extended leg stretch. It may be helpful for you to have a towel or something to use to grab your foot. Sweatshirt's fine. So if you need help with your stretch, you can have your leg in a sweatshirt or a towel and lift it off the floor here. Placing your hand, holding the whole strap or the whole towel or sweatshirt with one hand, opening if you'd like to. Keep your ASIS forward and your tailbone tucked underneath you. If you want to make it harder, you can extend your opposite arm. You can pull it up higher. You can look away. One more big deep breath. You can stand up against the wall too if you need help with your balance. Come back to the midline. With control, release to the floor. Okay, so that's if you need a towel or a sweatshirt to help you. Otherwise, you can grab your big toe if you're stretchy. Stretch that leg out in front of you. Open it up to the side. Tuck your pelvis underneath you. ASIS is forward. If you want to, look away. One more big deep breath. Come back to the midline with control. And slowly release to the floor. So that's called our standing extended leg stretch. Give it a wiggle. Thanks, you guys. Walk to the front of the mat. Hands to heart. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, swan dive. Step it back to your version of down dog today. Elbows are welcome, especially for this next one. This is our dolphin pose. Bring those elbows to the floor. Keep your head off the floor. Walk your feet as close as you can to your upper body. If you would like to, lift one leg in the air. Lift it higher. And lower down. If you'd like to lift your left leg. And lift it higher. And lower down. Come onto your knees, either close together or far apart, and give yourself a child's pose, stretch. One more big deep breath. And come on up. For the next one, this is called camel. So you're going to have your knees ASIS apart. ASIS apart, so not out here. If you have back issues, you're just going to keep your body neutral. So I'll show you the modification first. So you're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to tilt your body. Keep your spine very still and neutral. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean more. And come on back up. So that's the modification if you have back issues. If your back feels healthy, place your hands on the sacral spine. Roll those shoulders back and down. Squeeze your elbows together. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press your hips forward and look towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press your hips forward more, look towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press even more. Find your heels. Keep your hips pressing forward and your heart looking towards the sky. Don't drop your head. One more big deep breath. And come back up and give yourself a rest. So that's called camel or lean, whatever your back needs today. One more big deep breath here. Nice. Coming onto your tummies today. Hands by your side in our locust pose. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Inhale, lift higher. Inhale, lift higher. And hold. If your back feels healthy, grab your feet into your bow. Knees lift in the air. Okay, not feet towards your butt. Knees lift in the air. If your back's bugging you, stay in locust. Inhale, lift higher. And a little higher. And release to the floor. One breath on your tummy. Pressing back into your child's pose, if that feels good for you. Come into a seated position today. We're going to finish with a butterfly stretch. Inhale, lengthen your spine, really tall spine. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how your feet are or how close they are. What I care about is your spine. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, and then let your spine round. One more big deep breath. When you're ready, come on up. Extend those arms and legs. Super slow roll down. Chin off the chest. Chest stays wide. Shoulders stay down. Don't hold your breath. Slow as slow can be. Take your time. Once you're there, just let it all go. Hang out for a breath or two in Shavasana. Bring awareness to your body by noticing your breath. Bring movement back into your body by wiggling fingers and toes, rolling ankles and wrists, stretching and yawning, and rolling onto one side. Slowly bring yourself up to a seated posture. We'll finish with inhalation, arms to sky. Exhale, heart center. Close your eyes, bow your head if you choose to. Take a minute to honor your accomplishments in class today, to remind yourself of your intentions. If they serve you well, please take them with you. Namaste.